All right, hey Charlie. So I want to kind of forget about all the little things in the knee, and I want to treat it a little more globally now. So that right quad is obviously just weaker to a degree, tighter, and probably bigger than both of those. Just not trustworthy, right? It's you don't trust it. It's not doing its job all the way. It's a little slow to the party. All right. So 3 moves I really want you to promote over the next week or two. No real sets and reps counting. No, you can't do them enough. Just kind of sprinkle them in whenever you can. Now, when you're working them, try to work it to fatigue. I don't want to say failure quite yet because we don't want to get too far fatigued here where that knee's sore for a couple days, but quad fatigue, muscle fatigue, that way the joint isn't going to get irritated or stressed too much. So probably the biggest one I liked here was this full quad stretch. Kind of come in from, let me come in from an angle here. All right, so we're gonna do full quad stretch. All right, leaning back. We know we have that in our arsenal. And from there, reps. Pushing out with the quad, leaning back slowly, letting the quad be in charge of this movement. This is where I love, once you've maximized the stretch, to now add strength to the stretch. And that's how we make bigger gains, and that's how this range of motion also becomes permanent. All right, so lean back. I don't care about reps, I don't care about sets. As you get a little fatigued, maybe you scoot it in a little bit, take a little pressure off, keep doing a few more, but this is going to elongate that quad, which will then take pressure off that patellar tendon, which I think has been a long time coming. So this isn't gonna be a huge quad builder. There are ways to progress this, as in the reverse Nordic exercise, which we did, where you lean back and pull yourself up. Hard to do that one single-legged, but once the right leg catches up, that'd be a great one to do long term. That'll help the front of the knee. Second one, the band. Boom. This one's not rocket science, but what I really want you thinking about with that right one is to have that foot a little bit turned out. Then when you do those kicks, that'll hit you more on that inner quad. Also, maybe just spend some time just on the end range. It's gonna be a little shake, a little shimmy, but that's where there's a huge difference between the left leg and the right leg. So we just want the right leg to wake up and do its job in that range. That one's simple enough. Do that one anywhere and everywhere. And then probably the hardest one from a strength perspective, the one that's gonna give you the most bang for your buck when it comes to a future ski trip, is gonna be this forward, step down. Watch that knee and don't let it dive in. Keep it out, keep it straight. Don't let it go into the other side. And you notice that's pretty prevalent. If you need to turn out a little bit with that foot, might give you a little more control. But that's pretty much it, man. 6 inches is about as deep as we want to get, and just working on control. You can hold a weight, put a bar on your back, hold a dumbbell. Doesn't matter to me. It can give you a little more bang for your buck. But you got to think about skiing. You're holding this position. So you want to be strong in this position. Heck, you could even just do an isometric and hold and just fight the wobble. Fight the wobble. That's really good for this part of the quad. So those 3 I like. They're interchangeable. They're doing different things, but they're all addressing the same thing, quad. Now, that's the strength and flexibility component. The other side of this coin is the inflammation still. I still think you have another week of icing, another week of Advil, another week of not doing anything too terribly aerobic or any classes. I'm okay with the bike. I'm okay with obviously walking, but I would not do any impact or anything crazy from strength. At least another week, maybe we get to Christmas, and then you can kind of tinker after that. The only other mechanical thing I'm worried about is that extension. So we talked about, here I'll go here. We talked about icing, and we want to get full extension when we ice. Let the knee here, let it go down. Right now that's tender. So hey, let's meet a little closer. Maybe you do it from here, right? Maybe a pillow the whole length of the calf, but you still have some gap under the knee. Get that straight. As that gets better, start pushing that away. And then you push that away even more over the next week or so. I'm hoping in a week you can go back to icing like this with weight, with minimal to zero pain. I might have tightness and discomfort in there. That's the difference between that sharpness. If you're getting the sharpness, go ahead and give yourself that quad stretch, standing or seated, and then come back to it. I bet it gets a little bit better. But we do want to get that terminal extension back. Just know I'm not rushing into it, man. That's not a big rush. I don't want that to cause more inflammation. All right, brother. I think that's all I got. If I come up with something, I'll let you know. Otherwise, Merry Christmas to you and yours. Take care.